Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends, and welcome to another Divine Loss program. Thank you for joining this current of hope and divine love as we unite in good feelings and good thoughts, as well as good intentions in order to nourish our souls and at the same time be useful to others in greater need. Tonight we are going to nourish our souls and learn together with the mentors by focusing on question 951 of the Spirit's book. We will now read the question, then follow up with the mentor spirit's answer, and we will bring a couple of highlights, propose a therapeutic exercise, and finally end these moments with thoughts of gratitude to God always. So welcome everyone to this current of the good and for the good in the name of our Mother, Father God. Let us begin. In question 951, Kardec asks, isn't the sacrifice of one's life sometimes meritorious when it is made in order to save the lives of others or to be useful to one's neighbor? The answer of the mentor spirits to Kardec's question is as follows, dear friends. The mentor spirits say, in accordance with such intention, it is sublime, and such a sacrifice of life is therefore not a suicide. However, God opposes a meaningless sacrifice and cannot look upon it with pleasure if it is tarnished by pride. A sacrifice, they explain, is not meritorious unless it is selfless. Unfortunately, those who make such a sacrifice sometimes have ulterior motives, and this decreases its value in God's sight. So the mentor spirits are concise but very direct, beloved friends, in helping us understand the divine laws that govern all of us for our own imperishable happiness. So it is good that we can instruct ourselves, because it is instructing ourselves that we become better equipped to make wiser choices. So the mentor spirits explain to Kardec and to all of us, dear friends, that taking our lives or cutting our lives short physically when we dedicate ourselves to others with sincerity and goodwill is not considered suicide. Excuse us, it is not considered suicide. Do we know of an example, we may wonder? Yes, beloved friends, an example of such a life dedicated to the greater good sincerely is that of Chico Xavier. He barely slept at night. During the weekends, he devoted all his time to others. After work, he spent his time psychographing. From Sunday to Monday, says our dear friend Geraldo Lemos Neto, he would not go to sleep until 3 o'clock in the morning at times, because he selected letters that were written to him, read them with love and care, and answered them by hand, one by one, with lots of love. So Chico Xavier is an example of a person who gave all of his vitality for the greater good. Yes, he was not thinking of his own comfort. He was not thinking of his own convenience. He was not prioritizing his own needs. Quite the opposite. He woke up and went to sleep thinking of others, even when his one of his eyes became uh, ill and he was no longer able to use both of his eyes as he did before. He asked Emmanuel, "Can I take a one evening break?" And Emmanuel said, "No, you are lucky that you still have one eye. So let us go to work." And Emmanuel was Chico Xavier's spirit mentor. So Chico's life is one of extreme in the sense of beautiful dedication to the good. Another life that was dedicated to the good 100% was that of Allan Kardec. At a time when Spiritism didn't even exist, he was the one that started investigating life in both realms and codified the entire doctrine that now feeds our souls and brings the promised consoler to humanity, dear friends. For that to occur, he had to undergo many instances of sacrifice. But he didn't do so in order to be recognized. He never had a banner saying, "Look how good I am. Applause, please." No. He even changed his name in order for Allan Kardec not to receive the recognition associated with Professor Hippolyte. So, a true example of renunciation. When we renounce our comfort and our conveniences on behalf of others and give our vitality on behalf of others, we are not committing suicide. And this type of quote unquote sacrifice, in the words of the mentors, is seen with love and respect on the part of the spirit mentors who support us, on the part of Master Jesus, and on the part of God. So let us do an inner exercise, dear friends, for all of us who are here in the circle of service and spiritual nourishment. Let us assess ourselves. Where are we? Are we able to renounce our comforts and convenience on whatever scale without expecting recognition from others? Or are we at a point in our existences where whenever we do something positive or good for others, we expect for them to say thank you? We expect for them to quote unquote pay us back, or we calculate our moves thinking if we talk to so and so, this door might open for us. Where are we in this regard? Are we able to engage in small acts of goodness and kindness without expecting recognition? Let us exercise this for the next 24 hours. Let us hope that together in this current of kindness, love, fraternity, and hope, we can motivate one another in the name of God to practice one silent act of love and kindness towards someone in our lives. And when we say silence, we don't mean silent, we don't mean without words. We mean without expecting recognition. Shall we? Because God will recognize our inner effort to do the good. And let us remember, beloved friends, that God works anonymously and tirelessly, day in and day out. God does not expect for us to applaud him, her, not at all. God never asked for recognition for the air that we breathe, for the physical body to which we are connected, for the sun that shines. No. For the food that the earth gives us. No. Let us practice then on a small scale to do the same. Let us silently practice the good to one person in our circle of action. In that way, we practice renouncing the comfort and the pleasure of being recognized, and in this way, we become closer to the spirits who are rooting for our evolution. For now we know, dear friends, that without this effort to give of ourselves without expecting recognition, our spiritual progress will not be boosted to the level that the mentor spirits, God, Master Jesus, are hoping for. So let us be good students in the school of life and allow ourselves to be inspired by the love of God, by Master Jesus, and by loving and giving spirits, such as Chico Xavier. Shall we? Let us then, dear friends, thank God for this opportunity to consciously and silently spread the good, one act of love and kindness at a time. Shall we? Thank you, dear friends, for joining in this wonderful God given opportunity for you and I, for all of us. Let us then continue nourishing our souls right here on Kardec Radio, because you know it, right here, we are always together for this divine purpose. Thank you, dear friends, and we already look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye for now.